Welcome to another Get After It Sales video blog. This is Brett Zalaski, founder and head trainer for Get After It Sales. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about a new position that I wonder if teams will be implementing in the near future. So a little while ago on my blog, I wrote about creating more of a three-dimensional sales process, which talked about using different types of social media to connect yourself, to connect your organization, to allow the people that you're selling to as an individual sales rep the opportunity to see, touch, taste, feel what it's like to be a part of a process and what it's like to be a part of a season ticket holder. And that it means passing along information through those channels that allows them to make a better decision. Well, how can a team do that on the backside of that? So, you think about social media. You think about how teams currently utilize social media. A lot of it talks about and disseminates information about the team, things that are happening, upcoming games, information about the teams they're playing. But how much of it actually goes into describing the fan experience 365 days a year? A lot of that experience is felt around the on-sale of season tickets, the on-sale of group tickets, a space on the page for fan experiences, a video that shows randomly some of your suite inventory and how that goes. But is there a way to use all these different social media channels, including the fans that the team already has, to create, connect, and curate content that's going to make people want to attend the event, regardless of how well the team's doing on the field, in a way that's going to continue to remind people about the value in attending professional sporting events. The time spent with friends, the time spent with family, the time spent with someone you haven't seen in a long time, the opportunity as a salesperson to sit one-on-one from a business development perspective, the opportunity for a company to reward their employees. How can teams utilize social media to be able to talk about those experiences, the real reasons that people attend sporting events? I believe that a director of ticketing content is in the near future for professional sports teams. This means working across B2C channels, it means working across B2B channels. It means taking a look at your hospitality areas and doing things like curating LinkedIn groups among your fans, curating LinkedIn groups among your business-to-business clients. Thinking about ways that you can utilize Twitter to drive out information about ticket sales, linking your Twitter account with the team's Twitter account to make sure you're driving that, linking the team ticket sales Twitter area with all the different account executives and empower them to create content or share success stories that are going to go a long way towards giving fans the idea of why they should utilize tickets. Can you create a YouTube page that highlights each one of the members of your team talking about success stories they've had or talking about the value that organizations find in using your hospitality areas? Can you do a night of a fan and videotape all the way from the entrance to the exit of that auditorium? I believe there's a lot of value in this director of ticketing content. Now, who is that director of ticketing content? I think that person needs to be a salesperson. It also needs to be a salesperson that can have conversations and work and feel like they can have those conversations with your marketing team. They can have conversations with your community relations team. They have some idea of how to create video content and edit video content. They should have been a very creative and thoughtful salesperson in terms of their approach. They should be a successful salesperson. The reality is they probably should have managed a sales team at some point as well. Someone who could create value and attract people to your organization. When I've talked to a lot of organizations outside of sales, ticket sales, and sports, the idea of utilizing social media to provide value, to get people connected and drive inbound leads is what I hear all the time. Given the avidity of human beings, period, to professional sports, this should be a lot easier to drive people to us through social media focused on the ticket experience than it would be for a company that sells tractors or a company that sells a CRM system or a CRM database. We should have an easier time doing this. And I think this whole position, a director, a manager of ticketing content, is on the future for professional sports teams and giving a more three-dimensional experience for the fans as someone who is not just on the marketing team but is also on the sales side as well. And I believe that this idea of continuing to create value and pushing people to the website and pushing people to the Ticketmaster platforms or whatever your ticketing platform is, I do believe that's the way of the future. And I do believe more teams are going to be taking on their responsibility, ticket sales teams, of curating, creating, and connecting the content and the power of their organizations as well. And the last thing I want to say is I believe and I know, having worked on the team, how scary it is to provide reps the power of creating content on their own, worrying about what they're going to say. I believe this director of ticketing content can be the person that actually gives more freedom and allows teams to empower their individual sales reps to create this kind of value and content themselves. Again, I believe very strongly in professional sports teams jumping on the social selling bandwagon. I don't think they need to invest a ton more money in it though. I think that what they can invest in is a manager of ticketing content. Again, this is Brett from Get After It Sales. Would love to hear any feedback, thoughts, concerns, because I'm going to be stumping on this bandwagon for quite a while. I hope you enjoy your weekend and look forward to doing another video blog soon. Now, go and get after it.